Yeah. Oh, the fans are in the house. They're a bit quiet at the moment. Oh, here they come. Oh, they must see one of their favorites on the field. Is it Mike Trout? Is it Anthony Rendon? We are in Anaheim, folks. Who is it, Albert Pujols? No, folks, it is Shohei Ohtani on a mound getting work in. It's Greg Amsinger with Harold Reynolds and Al Leiter. We haven't seen this guy pitch in a major league game since 2018, Al. This is exciting to watch.
It is. And listen, all of the hype that came into when Ohtani came over from Japan, I'll be honest with you, watching him, I heard the whole two-way thing. I'm like, hasn't happened since Babe Ruth. I watched what came out of his arm, guys, and it was electric. And I looked at it and said, that fastball, upper 90s, 96, 97, 98, with a great split, not a good split. Good secondary pitch, great combination. I thought this guy's an ace. I know what happened with the Tommy John, so we have to go back to 2018 numbers for him as a pitcher, but very impressive.
The other thing, Al, is mixing in the slow curve. You know, when you throw that in, and even just having the thought as a hitter, when a guy's throwing high 90s and then you got that slow curveball he likes to drop in there, really impressive. But the hitting was what jumped out. And that's why, as you said, Greg, this guy, if he plays a full year last year, we're talking about rivaling Trout as the best player in baseball.
He's the most talented.
I mean, he is.
No offense to Mike Trout, but this is the most talented athlete in the sport.
I'm going to sit there and look at you, Al, because he flies down the line.
Yes.
His power rivals everybody. He's pitching, throwing in
100. He throws 100. And you're like talking about him like he's an ace. I'm sorry. It's the most talented human that plays the sport.
Time out. We can't anoint him going to the Cooperstown.
Well,
I love the guy, but look, he had 10 starts 2 years ago, 18, and he was very good at times above that, had some great games. But I'm not gonna anoint him because he had 10 really, really good starts at a 3.3 ERA.
That's not the point.
He's the greatest player in baseball.
You're not listening.
In the game, you didn't hear.
I said most talented.
Who else can go to the mound and throw 100 and hit a ball 500 feet? Legitimately. This dude.
Michael Lorenzen probably comes close to 100.
No, but he's not
going to
doesn't hit like this guy.
No, he's not a starter. I mean, Shohei Ohtani looks like a #1 starter, and that's why I think in a shortened season, if everything is a go, Mike Trout's in the lineup, everyone's healthy, they got Anthony Rendon. The team needs starting pitching. The Angels need starting pitching. You could be looking at, as we bring inside Studio 3 and say hello, it's Greg Amsinger, my guys, Harold. And
that did throw me for a curveball. You're saying the most talented in baseball.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean,
he's the most talented guy in the game. What can he not do?
He's pretty impressive.
I know. I'm with you.
Pretty impressive.
But to anoint a guy that has 10 starts in the big leagues a couple years ago, looks impressive on every metric if you look at it scouting report, and then say as a result of that snapshot, he's the most talented player in the game. Like, I got to think about this. I know this is live.
It's a little different. Not saying he's the best player. You're saying he's the most talented.
I got it.
We've come across talented people, talented athletes, does not mean they're the best.
Okay. No. That's where he's trending right now. And I'd also say he could be the most important player in the American League. Because if he does do what they're scheduling him to do, Al, and that's 1 start a week, he'll be a DH 3 days a week. If he does it at the same level offensively, he's done it the past 2 years. And he's trending in the right direction offensively. And if he can do what he did in 2018 over a span of a healthy 2020 through 60-game schedule, he could be the reason why the Angels get over the hump and get into the postseason.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt about it. You look at what Billy Epler did, even with his draft. I know it was only 5 rounds this year, but I'm pretty sure every pick was a pitcher out of this draft. So that was, obviously very important. Reed Detmers, who was an impressive kid out of University of Louisville. So I'm with you. Yeah, Andrew Haney, okay. Dylan Bundy was traded.
I like that move, by the way.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. Dylan Bundy, but if he could do what he did a couple years ago,
buying
with the stick.
The challenge will be their schedule. Did you see the Angels' schedule?
No.
They have a difficult road to get through. They play the Dodgers more than anybody else in the American League. They got the Astros still. They have the A's. They got the normal American League West they have to get through. And then you throw in some National League teams. It's a difficult road for them.